Hi, everyone. Welcome to English Story Room. This podcast is for those who want to shift the way they think and change the pace of their life. Are you ready to spark your brain and challenge your perspective? Then let's dive in. Let's get started. Chapter 1. Addiction is not about willpower. Hello, and welcome back to the show. Today we're starting Chapter 1 of our series on addiction. And here's the first thing we need to understand. Addiction is not about willpower. Many people think that if someone is addicted to something, like alcohol, cigarettes, gambling, or even social media, it's because they are weak. They think the person just needs to try harder or make better choices. But this is a big misunderstanding. Addiction is not about making bad choices. It's not about being lazy or weak. Addiction is a real biological change in the brain. Let me explain. When we do something enjoyable, like eating chocolate, watching a funny video, or getting a message from a friend, our brain releases a chemical called dopamine. Dopamine makes us feel good, and the brain remembers this feeling. So, next time we see chocolate or our phone, the brain says, "Hey, that felt great last time. Let's do it again." This is normal. This is how the brain helps us survive. We eat, we connect with people, we enjoy life. But addiction is when this system goes too far. With addictive substances or behaviors, the brain releases too much dopamine. And the more we do it, the more the brain starts to change. It creates new patterns, new pathways. And these patterns are strong. It's like building a road. At first, it's just a small path. But if you walk that path every day, it becomes a big road. Easy to follow, hard to stop. Now, the brain doesn't ask you if you want to do it again. It tells you, it pushes you. You don't feel like you're choosing. You feel like you have to. This is why people say, just one more time. They believe it. They think they will stop after just one more. But the brain is tricking them. It's a powerful trick, and it feels very real. That's because addiction reprograms the brain. It changes how we feel, how we think, and even how we act. So no, it's not about weak willpower. In fact, many people with addiction are strong, smart, and responsible. But their brain is stuck in a loop, and loops are hard to break. Think about this. Would you say someone with a broken leg is weak because they can't walk well? No, right? You'd say they need help. It's the same with addiction. The brain needs time, support, and sometimes medical care to heal. So next time you hear someone say, addiction is just a choice, remember this chapter. It's not a choice. It's not about willpower. It's about the brain. And the brain can change. That's the good news.
Chapter 2, The Dopamine Loop. Hijacked Motivation. Dopamine is not the feeling of pleasure. Instead, dopamine is the desire for pleasure. It doesn't make you feel happy. It makes you want something, like food, a video game, or social media. It gives your brain a signal, go get that. Let's take an example. Imagine you see a slice of chocolate cake. You don't even taste it yet, but your brain already releases dopamine. Why? Because it expects that eating the cake will feel good. This is called a reward prediction. Your brain predicts a future reward, and dopamine pushes you to go get it. This system is normal. It helps us survive. It helps us find food, stay motivated, and take action. But there's a problem. Today we live in a world full of super stimulating things. Fast food, short videos, online shopping, and endless scrolling. These things give you fast rewards, so your brain gets more and more dopamine very quickly. But they don't really satisfy you. They only keep you wanting more. This is where addiction begins. Let's say you check your phone and see a new message. Dopamine goes up. You feel excited. Next time you check again. Maybe nothing is there, but your brain hopes for a reward. It keeps checking again and again, not because it's fun, but because your brain expects something nice. This creates a dopamine loop. In this loop, your brain starts to care more about wanting than about enjoying. It's not about the feeling anymore. It's about the chase. You're no longer doing something because it feels good. You're doing it because your brain tells you to. And here's the scary part. As your brain gets more dopamine, it also becomes less sensitive. That means you need more and more to feel the same. You want more likes, more snacks, more screen time, but you enjoy it less. This is why many people feel tired, anxious, or empty after scrolling for hours. They were chasing something, but the feeling never came. This is addiction. So let's remember one key idea. Dopamine is not pleasure, it is desire. Addiction is not about feeling good again and again. It's about wanting again and again and never really feeling satisfied. Your motivation is hijacked. Your brain is not working for you anymore. It's working for the next dopamine hit.
Chapter 3: Modern Triggers. Why Everyone's Addicted. In the past, people were addicted to things like alcohol, cigarettes, or gambling. These addictions were dangerous, but at least they were easy to see. You could smell the smoke. You could see someone drinking too much. You could notice someone losing money at the casino. But today, the addictions are harder to notice. They are quiet. They look normal. They live in your phone. Smartphones, social media, YouTube, and games. These are the new addictions. They are designed to keep you watching, scrolling, and tapping for hours. Let's think about your phone for a second. When you get a message, your phone makes a sound. It's a small thing, but it makes your brain excited. This is called a trigger. The sound or vibration tells your brain, something fun is coming. And when you open the app, you get a little reward. A new message, a like, a funny video. That's called instant reward. Apps like Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube are not made to help you. They are made to control your attention. They are designed by smart people who understand how your brain works. These apps use algorithms, special codes that learn what you like. Then they show you more of it. More things to make you laugh, cry, or get angry. And that keeps you on the app longer. This is called a dopamine loop. Dopamine is a chemical in your brain. It makes you feel good. Every time you see something exciting, your brain gives you a little dopamine. But here's the problem. Our brains were not made for this. Long ago, dopamine helped us find food or stay alive. We didn't get it often, maybe after hunting or finding fresh water. Now, we get dopamine every few seconds, from notifications, from videos, from likes. This is too much. When the brain gets too much dopamine, it starts to change. It wants more and more and more. This is why modern addiction is dangerous. It doesn't look bad on the outside, but inside, your brain is becoming a slave. You check your phone every 5 minutes. You can't focus for more than 10 seconds. You feel bored if nothing is happening. And, worst of all, you don't even know it's happening to you. Let's be honest, social media and YouTube can be useful, but only when we control them, not when they control us. You must learn how to manage your dopamine, because if you don't, someone else will. Someone will design your day. They will control your focus. They will control your time. And slowly, they will control your life. So next time your phone makes a sound, wait, think. Who's in control? You or the app?
Chapter 4. The Hidden Cost. What addiction steals from you. In this chapter, we're going to talk about something most people never think about when it comes to addiction. We're not just talking about drug or alcohol. Addiction can be anything: your phone, sugar, video games, gambling, or even social media. At first, addiction seems like it gives you pleasure. It feels fun, exciting, or relaxing. But over time, addiction doesn't give you more happiness. It starts taking things away. 1. Addiction steals your emotions. When you rely on something to feel good, your brain starts to forget how to enjoy small things. A walk outside doesn't feel interesting anymore. A joke from a friend doesn't make you laugh like before. Even a delicious meal might feel boring. Why? Because addiction gives your brain a big reward too fast. Your brain gets used to this high level of excitement. So everyday moments feel too quiet or too slow. You feel numb. You lose your emotional range, your ability to feel deeply, both happy and sad. You stop feeling alive. 2. Addiction steals your focus. When you're addicted, your brain wants that thing again and again. This makes it very hard to focus. You open a book, but you can't read more than a few lines. You sit to work, but you keep thinking about your phone. Your attention is broken into little pieces. Focus is like a muscle. Addiction weakens it. And without focus, it's hard to do anything well. School, work, hobbies, or even a conversation with someone you care about. 3. Addiction steals your motivation. In the beginning, the thing you're addicted to makes you feel good. But later, it becomes something you must do, not because it's fun, but because your brain needs it to feel normal. You stop chasing your dreams. You stop improving. You stop growing. Why should you work hard when you can feel good quickly from your addiction? This is how motivation slowly disappears. And when motivation dies, your goals die too. 4. Addiction damages your relationships. When you're addicted, your world becomes smaller. You care more about your addiction than about people. You cancel plans. You ignore messages. You lie or hide things. Friends stop calling. Family becomes worried. You feel more alone, so you go deeper into addiction. It becomes a painful cycle. Soon, you lose trust from others and from yourself. 5. Addiction destroys your self-control. Self-control is like a shield. It helps you make better choices. But addiction breaks this shield little by little. You say, just one more time, again and again, until you stop believing your own words. You feel weak, angry, or ashamed. You don't trust yourself anymore. And the worst part? You start to believe this is just who you are now. That's a lie. Addiction may change your habits, but it does not change your value as a person. You can always take your power back. Let's finish this chapter with one powerful idea. Addiction doesn't give you pleasure. It steals your meaning. It takes away the space between things, the waiting, the quiet, the patience. It turns life into one fast moment after another. But real joy comes from the space in between, from waiting, from effort, from building something slowly. If you take back these spaces, you can take back your life. See you in the next chapter.
Chapter 5. Breaking the Loop. How to Regain Control. Addiction is not something you fight. It's something you understand. and replace. This is one of the most important things to remember. Many people think they have to fight addiction with willpower, but addiction is not about being weak or lazy. It's about your brain following a strong loop. Trigger, action, reward. That's it. That's the whole addiction cycle. But here's the good news. You don't have to destroy the loop. You just need to change the loop. Part 1. Cut the triggers. The first step is to reduce the triggers. Triggers are small things that make your brain want to start the loop. For example, feeling stressed, seeing a drink or a cigarette, hearing a notification sound, feeling bored or lonely. You can't remove every trigger, but you can reduce them. How? Turn off notifications. Stay away from toxic people or places. Take breaks before stress gets too big. It's like cleaning your room. If you remove the trash, it's easier to breathe. Part 2. Break the reward loop. Now let's talk about the reward. Your brain loves rewards. It's not your fault. It's just how evolution works. But here's the problem. When the reward is too fast and too strong, like sugar, likes, or gambling, your brain forgets balance. It wants more and more, and you become a slave to the reward. To break this cycle, you need to make fast rewards harder to reach. Here are some ways. Delay the reward. I'll wait 10 minutes before I check my phone. Make it boring. I can watch YouTube only in black and white mode. Add effort. If I want sugar, I must do 30 push-ups first. These changes sound small, but they help your brain slow down, and slowing down is the first step to freedom. Part 3. Create a new routine. Now comes the fun part. You don't just stop the old routine. You build a new one. The brain doesn't like nothing. If you remove an addiction but don't replace it, the brain will scream. So you must give it something new. Ask yourself, what healthy thing can give me a similar feeling? What small routine can I enjoy every day? Examples. Instead of smoking, walk and listen to music. Instead of social media, write a short journal. Instead of junk food, prepare simple, healthy snacks in advance. It's not about being perfect. It's about building a new identity, one step at a time. Part 4. Boredom is the best detox. This may surprise you, but the most powerful tool against addiction is not a new app or a smart rule. It's boredom. Yes, boredom. Why? Because boredom makes you feel again. Addiction is like emotional fast food. It keeps you from facing your real emotions. But when you allow yourself to be bored, your brain starts to ask, what do I really want? What is missing in my life? What am I running from? These are deep questions, and they lead to change. So next time you feel bored, don't run. Sit with it. Let the silence speak. Part 5. Meaning is the real reward. In the end, the only long-term solution is meaning. Addiction fills the gap when life feels empty. So if you want to break free, you must fill that gap yourself. What gives you energy? What do you want to grow? What kind of life do you want to create? Start small. Maybe it's helping someone. Maybe it's writing a story. Maybe it's building a new habit. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to care. When your life has meaning, you no longer need the addiction, because real purpose feels better than any fake reward. You don't fight addiction by using force. You break it by understanding the system and changing it. Cut the triggers. Slow the rewards. Build a new routine. Learn to enjoy boredom. And find a reason to wake up. That's how you regain control. Thanks for listening. See you in the next episode.